Yeah, depending on how the first initial caps go, if Fusion's team goes up quickly, we could see Fusion doing more of a mid kind of camping, putting damage on people roll to kind of stifle any chance of the other team coming back. But I'll let you take over.
Yep, it is game time. We've got this ready up coming in, and everybody's fighting over the base right now. One interesting thing of note of this base is that it has, I want to say, like 17 health vials in it.
Yeah, at least.
So there's a lot of health sitting around in base. You see Neo grabbing that 100 armor, Blimpo grabbing the amp. Let's go get a shot of Blimpo if I can. See what he does in red base. He's sort of waiting at the 50. He's going to be able to one-shot most people that he sees on this map, so he's going to sit in mid and just try to take out the red defense as they catch up. He gets a double kill on him, so doing the job already. This may be a quick cap by by blue, but they're able to turn around and cut him off. Blimpo doing his job though, taking out everybody he saw in mid, and that's one of the advantages to having amp on this map is you don't even need to chase your flag carrier. You can catch them all as they're coming out of their own base. So it looks like we're going to have, for red defense, you're going to have Josh on the flag and Cafe pushing forward a little bit. So pretty much the exact same configuration they had on Vault City. I'm going to follow Josh a little bit and see what he does back over here. Just going to push up. Looks like they're coming back in their 50. Josh pushing up, but maybe need to be there a few seconds sooner because it looks like the blue team pushed a lot of their defense, or a lot of their offense back. Of course, anytime you have your back flag defense push up, you're leaving your flag completely exposed, so you better be sure that there's nobody sitting back there ready to grab. The advantage to playing back on the flag on this map, as far as defense goes, is it lets you use whatever weapons you're best with. You can sit back out of you can basically dictate the line of sight when you're fighting approaching offense. You can sit back and snipe them from a distance and force them into long-range battles as they're coming through the corridor, or you can sort of hide out of their range until they get in the flag room, then jump out and hit them with link, rockets, and flak. I mean, you can sort of, like I say, you can sort of dictate the fight there, and it's exactly what Josh is doing right now. He's got a lot of health, and so he's sort of sitting back and sniping as people approach, and then if he feels exposed or he takes some damage, he'll drop back out of the line of sight, and then force them to do some up-close damage. See, Blimpo out tries to piston with 10 health. That damage was done a while ago, so I'm not sure what he was thinking there. Maybe just not looking down. 9 going to get a pickup. He's got 4 red on him. He's telling his D to push up and help right about now. So this is basically going to be a team deathmatch. Team deathmatch game. Yeah, you see Blimpo getting body blocks, or maybe he got the body block. Didn't even see there. Either way, red able to cut him off. That's the disadvantage of taking that long, winding flag route there, is you're a bit predictable. And that's really sort of the story of this map. There's not a lot of unpredictable flag routes. You're never going to see any kind of ninja capping on it. However, we do have some people in this game that are very capable of making some of the interesting pistons that are possible in this map. We'll see if those play a role at all. Wow, Blimpo grabbing the amp and getting taken down immediately in mid. So that won't be a factor, although he does maintain control of that power up. We got Ninja going out minigun side. Not the most common. It's not the fastest route out of base. However, it does get you quicker. It does get you to your side of the map quicker. Blue is able to cut him off in mid. Red just didn't have enough people out there to contest that, and he goes down.
Looks like Blimpo playing more of a mid-cautious game this time. Waiting for those power-ups when he can.
So Fusion's out in mid. He's going to take that jump right up to amp side. This isn't the usual flag route because you are a little exposed in there, but his cover is able to get right in front of him as he pistons into a wall, but a good job of coordinating that attack. That's what happens when flag runners tell their cover where they're going ahead of time, as they were able to get into that little corridor and just spam it and kill the other team out before they had a chance to do anything to him. However, Blimpo with a nice return, waiting to ambush him right as he came in the door. We're seeing a 7 health flag run by Blimpo. Not going to go anywhere with that. I believe amp should be spawning soon, unless someone took it recently. There it goes, right now. We're back at exactly 14. Blimpo getting that one again. I don't think anyone heard that one taken either, so he's got sole control of that power-up. And that's good for him because he is playing more of that sort of mid-roll and waiting till he gets, amp or or stacked on health and then pushing in and helping take out the defense. He's got the whole red team in mid, though. We're going to see everybody passing each other up. Blimpo gets an amped LG on the flag carrier, sort of deciding whether to go back on return. He's taking some pot shots. Nice shot on the flag carrier. They're not able to get that return, but he is going to be on cover now, so let's go ahead and cover that flag carrier. 9 down to 38 health. He might think about dropping this one. Instead, he gets flagged in an instant return, so Neil's going to be able to cap on that. Blue was in position to be able to get a grab there, but it was just returned so quickly there wasn't much they could do there. However, they are going to try to get a rebound cap as PB's pushing out to mid. He's got cover. He's got one on him, but if they can get up close to him, they should be able to get this pickup. 9 health goes down. Blimpo with the pickup. He's only got 15 health, though. He needs help badly. He's going to go down, but Blue's all over it. 9's going to get back in the base. And one thing about this map with so much health in base and such a big area to elude chasers is you can find some really prolonged flag standoffs in this map. So you see 9 getting some good cover here. I'm going to go watch, see what Red's doing. Looks like they've got Failsauce getting completely stacked up. He's got 50 health, 50 armor, 125 health. I'm going to grab some more of those 17 health vials in this map. Which is one of the reasons you can see some really long flag standoffs. 9, however, opting for this sneaky route. I don't know if Red knows where he is. Well, he's trying to get up to the hiding spot up there. It's not entirely unknown, but it's not that common. So he looks like he's kind of debating. He doesn't. The way Blimpo is standing right now, he's going to give away his position. Blimpo's probably arguing with him over TeamSpeak, going, "Get in the base, let us cover you, we got this." And 9's probably going, "No, go away, I'm going to hide." It works out for him, though, as they're able to get the kills there, but now they're pretty much going to have to go back into the base because Red saw where they were hiding. Not sure what the timing of the next amp is. That may determine who has the best chance of getting breaking this stalemate here, as we're at the 13-minute mark, and both teams are in pretty good shape, set up for a standoff right in their base. You see a telefrag kill on cover by 9 there. And you see Failsauce for Red with 50 armor, 120 health. Taking some shots, though. We might go down here, but I don't know if they're going to be in position for a return. Trying to get the telefrag for the instant return there. Linoleum going to be able to get one more shot on him. He can take him down. Can he get to this flag in time? He can. It goes back. 9 able to get this pickup. They're right around the corner from their stand, but they've got amped coming in on him. Cafe with amped LG misses it. Gets shield gun on the flag by Linoleum. A little bit of humiliation by Linoleum. I mean, he had the amped LG. I think that was a good move. He pretty much had no chance to run the flag, so he tried to drop down and get a clutch shot and maybe fall on the flag for return. It's a last-ditch effort, but oh wow, a nice mid-air telefrag by Linoleum. Linoleum is cheating pretty hard right now. Maybe I should follow him with the camera. Trying to get another telefrag. He's just trying to show off now as he goes down right in front of the flag carrier. So Failsauce going to grab go out shock. Not much happening there. Lino's just trying to get telefrags at this point, but he's had pretty good luck so far, so I can't really fault him for it. That instant kill is always enticing, and I believe Red flag carrier is going to pass Blue flag carrier. They're going to get that return. Red now with a big advantage. I believe all the blue is behind their flag carrier. He's going to piston straight into his base and cap with 2 health. So the entire team, both flag carriers were in mid, and Red was able to bring that one back and break that tie now. It's 11 minutes left, though. Still plenty of time. 9's out in mid. 100 armor's up. If he can get to it, it would really prolong this flag run, given he has 1 health, but he misses it. Blimpo picks it up. Blimpo's got it with amp cover for himself, but he goes down quickly. Desperation pickup by Blimpo there. He'd certainly have rather had that amp out and doing damage than grabbing the flag, but he does prolong the flag run, but he gets stuck on the tree there. Black coming out, bouncing him around. I'm going to watch PB for a little while here and see what he can do in mid.
And I really needed that multi-kill trans location there. That return. They had 3 guys all in one spot. Would have been epic.
Yeah, would have been one for the bookmark highlight reel there, but Let's go ahead and see both flags return. We're just about to hit the halfway point of this map. Watch the scoreboard for a second. You see, I don't think any straight fragging sort of
fight over Amp and 100 right now.
It looks like 100. Yeah, it looks like Fusion grabbed that 100. Blue's actually pushing right through, and they get taken out there. Bob tries to sneak one out, and he gets cut off by Red D. So all that and not a whole lot coming out of it. Blimpo's still fighting in mid. Oh, there goes the Amp. He headshots Failsauce right as Failsauce takes it, but of course keeping that away from Blimpo, always a good idea. And maybe more importantly, Red Team should have timing of that Amp now as well, so they can contest them from now on. Although Failsauce doesn't have a mic, I think they had another person there to hear it. Blue, however, they have a nice, they got a nice caravan going out. Don't go up that lift. Trying to take that dodge ramp, and there were two Red waiting for him, so he was pretty much doomed as the entire Red Team was in mid waiting for him. However, that means that none of the Red Team were back on their flags, so C9 with a bit of a sort of a quasi cherry pick there. Not able to get out though, as he just picks the wrong direction and Red happens to be there. 100 armor's up. Neo sneaks in through 9 and grabs it. So Neo's got 120 health and 100 armor. Or excuse me, Neo, there we go. Yeah, 120 health, 100 armor. His teammate's going to grab, so he's going to do some cover, maybe wait for a pickup here. You certainly want the guy with armor to be taking all the damage. Although Failsauce is going to be sort of their designated flag runner for the most part. Neo's going to back out. He's going to go out 50. He's got cover there. Not able to keep that one moving, though. Meanwhile, for Blue, Bob's out in mid. He's going to head over to the 100. They're going to get that pickup. It's a good job on this map. You pretty much figure you're never going to get a solo run, so you need some cover to get up quickly. However, nobody able to get that pickup. And Fusion for Red, they're pretty much all just crossing past at the same time now. We've pretty much got a big fracas in mid. And Blue wins that one, and both flags are back. Nobody knows that the Amp is up. There goes Neo, who takes it and gets headshotted immediately. So 2 times in a row, whoever grabs Amp gets headshotted right on camera. That's the kiss of death right there. So again, Neo heading over to 100. It's not going to spawn for a while. That shouldn't play a factor. It's going to get killed right in front of it. Red just outnumbering Blue. It seems to me that Red is dropping back a little bit more on these flag runs that get to mid. It may just be though. Wow, as we see Fusion getting out to mid with 150 armor, 140 health, tries a sneaky little jump right there. Gonna miss it. Gonna be in a battle by himself in mid though. So really a missed opportunity there, as Red had a flag carrier in very good position, but nobody able to get to him to cover him. But as I was saying, maybe it's just because Blue has been getting this flag out to mid. I don't know. I don't think they've been out there more often, but it seems like every time they do get out there, Red is just cutting them off with 3, 4, even 5 people. So I think they may be turning around a little more. But given that they have a 2-1 lead, and we got 7 minutes left, not a bad idea to try to preserve that by any means necessary. Flag coming out to mid, not going anywhere. Didn't get the exact timing of Amp, but it should be soon. You see Blimpo fighting over it right now. Blimpo and Failsauce. Neo got the last one, so they should have timing on it, the whole team, as you see Blimpo getting a double kill, but then being killed immediately by Josh. So Amp's not playing a role in this map so far, beyond that initial long run that almost ended in a cap, because they've been killing everyone right off of it immediately. And you see Failsauce going to go up LG. He leaves the D in his dust. He's going to try to outrun them in mid. He's going to get there, but he needs some cover on him because the D is going to be able to catch up to him. He's going to get LG. Neo able to get that pickup. He's going to come in his 50. He's looking good, but he's going to need another pickup. Right now their defense needs to push up and sort of concede their flag for a second. Because if they can get this back in base, they have a good chance. They've already won standoffs in the past. They have to figure they like their odds again. And there they go. Fusion back in base. They're going to start getting stacked on all those vials and all those armors. Blue, though, they're able to walk right back into their base too. As
looks like we have another standoff.
Yep, another standoff here. Blimpo's going to pick up some health, and so they're going to be in good position. Although he is wandering suspiciously far from his cover, and Josh runs right by him. That pillar blocking line of sight. Blimpo's going to be back in his base. Josh sees him now, takes him down. Nobody able to get the pickup. So what we saw there was when their flag went back, Blue's cover went back to their flag stand to make sure nobody was waiting to pick it up. But they left their flag runner all alone, and he gets Gets caught by some flak up close and personal. And that's just playing disciplined capture the flag right there. You really have to be careful, especially on a map this big and with such big bases. You never know when someone's going to be waiting to ambush your flag carrier. You got to keep at least one person up close. So we hear that amp expiring. There's some people waiting on the 100. I don't know if they know the timing because they're just sort of waiting on it. Meanwhile, Fusion running in his own base. Going to be in his shock. I think they're going to get a grab in front of him, though. Yes, they do. But that could go down quickly. Fusion's above his flag. He's going to be able to dive right back onto it. Only 50 health, though, so any kind of combo is probably going to take him out. Flag comes back, though. He's going to be able to cap with that. So 3-1 with 4.5 minutes left. That could be the deciding cap right there. You see 100 comes up, gets taken by Fusion. I do think red team has been dominating the 100 armors, although I do think blue's probably been getting their share of the amps. But then again, we haven't seen the amps play a role this game because they've been mostly contested and mostly been killed off immediately. As you see Failsauce's body dissolving into oblivion after that link gun kill. We go ahead and follow some defense here. We got PB defending for blue. He's going to be sitting on that 50 armor, wondering where the red team is. Well, they're right behind him grabbing the flag, but he's going to take out Failsauce pretty easily. Go back, so that's a fairly common, especially when you're trying to push up and be aggressive like blue needs to be right now, is having 1D back on the flag in the actual flag area, pushing another one up out your 50 door because they can effectively cover your half of the map from that, and they can even push up and help contest power-ups. And when you're down by 2 with just about 3 minutes left, you really need to be able to do that.
This is a great map where you can leave your trans back in base as well. Kind of give you that push-up, and then you're right back on the flag if you need to be.
That's a good point, especially the people who are playing 50D. That's a good tactic by them. We see PB pushing out, trying to cut off this flag here. They do get that return. That puts them 1 cap away now with 3 minutes left. And so being aggressive, and actually what you saw PB do there, he actually hung out at his own 50 and helped cover his flag carrier and secure that end of his base. And then he set off and chased after the flag carrier and was able to cut him off. That's something you can do in this map, especially due to the S-shaped curve of the natural flag running route. The defense is going to be able to outrun the offense. It's not the case on every map in this game. It's definitely the case on this one. Amp is up. I don't know if anybody knows it. There we go. Looks like that was Blimpo who grabbed it again. Yep, Blimpo going to grab that amp, taking it on offense.
Follow Blimp here.
Yeah, that's what I'm following right now. It would be a clutch moment for him to go in. Well, he gets taken out immediately. Like I said, it's the kiss of death. If you grab amp and I follow you, you're going to die immediately. Fusion with 15 health going to grab and go out to mid. Probably not going to go very far, but again, with 2 minutes left and his team up by 1, all they have to do is preserve this lead. Lino, though, he's got 119 armor, 125 health. He's going to piston out to mid. This would be a good time for him to pull out a piston straight up to his mini, but instead he's just going to kill everybody. Get a double kill with flag. He's going to be in his 50. There's only a couple of people to kill left. They've got everybody behind him. He can piston back to his stand. He's going to tie this up. There you go, with a minute and a half left. Lino with a nice run, making full use of that armor and health stack he had going on. However, the blue team now getting caught a little bit out of position. They need to take out Failsauce here and make sure they don't give up a rebound cap here. Failsauce getting all the way out to mid, and blue condenses down, takes him out. Looks like Fusion was waiting with the cherry pick. He's just going to wait for the blue team to get a little bit confused. Maybe have his cover take some of them out. Actually, it works. He's going to come out. He's going to grab 50, get a kill of his own, head out to mid. He's got 50 armor, 150 health, so not as stacked as Linoleum was in that tying cap, but all of that disappears though as he's going across 100 and takes 3 flak balls to the face. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard real quick as time ticks down and we're about to head to overtime. I heard an amp taken.
9 just picked up amp.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get his perspective here as he comes in on offense now. It's a combo in 1. Combos coming out all over the place, trying to take out the D, or at the very least occupy 1 while his flag carrier gets out. He's able to get 2 shots in a row on Josh. Gets him out of minigun side. He's got a minigun on him though as Josh respawns right behind him. However, that flag is going to get picked up. Both flag carriers are up by amp. They're both going to run into each other. Blue's got the numbers. They're going to be able to get away with that flag, but he's going to go down. Nobody's there to get the pickup. and both flags get returned. I think both teams were focusing on getting that return and preserving, preserving their chance to go at least into overtime. Failsauce grabbing. I heard under 100 armor taken, but I'm not sure who grabbed it. We are now in overtime. Next cap wins. This is sudden death. Failsauce going to go down. I'm going to go ahead and watch a little bit of defense here. We're going to watch Josh now for the red team as blue came in with momentum now all of a sudden. 2 caps in the last, I want to say, what, 4.5 minutes or so?
What it looked like. Really put the pressure on and did a good job getting those last few power-ups. That 100 made the difference there with Lino's run.
Yeah, and I have to wonder, I wasn't watching PB that much early in the game, but I have to wonder if him pushing up and out that 50, his own 50 door on defense was what helped them take control of that mid area and helped them cover their flags back through mid.
I mean, I have to agree. That was definitely a bold but smart move at that point in time.
All right, so Failsauce with the amp in mid. Looks like he's just going to sort of deathmatch a little bit. So low in health, he doesn't really want to push too far into base. He's been the designated flag grabber, but as of now, he's just sort of deathmatching PB in mid. He's going to go down to that, as Neo wasn't really in position to do anything with the flag. He's going to grab, but he's going to get flak balls to the face and go down real fast by Blimpo, who looks like was just dropping back. No, Blimpo's actually taking
defense now.
Yeah, he's actually on the stand now. And we saw them swap out some players last map, so not entirely surprising. Looks like they may be playing a little more defensive now that they've tied this game up. Putting one of their better fraggers now back in base just to make sure that they can win these one-on-one battles on the flag and try to keep it home more.
Yeah, I think we've got a swap in positions with Blimpo on D, more of a D, and then 9 running with Bob and Lino.
Well, if they're going to keep pushing out PB aggressively, like I think they should do because it worked to get him to this point, not a bad idea to put your best fragger on the in-base D since you're basically going to be leaving them on an island on the flag stand. And like I said, one advantage to playing D on this map on the flag is that you can dictate whether it's close quarters or long-range combat. Amp is up in high mid. I'm not sure anyone knows about it though. As you see, both flag carriers crossing path at the 100 armor. Red able to win that fight, but he's going to be up. It looks like they've got Amp on him. He's going to die. They're going to get the pickup though. They're going to come in their base. However, their flag is hiding. Lino's got it hiding in a little crevice in shock here. So probably a good move by Lino. He knows that the entire other team is going to be around their flag carrier, and he doesn't want to run into that and give up a quick return. So now he's going to run out. He was just soaking up vials while that was all going on. Going to go down, so not going to get very far with this. But a good move nonetheless. It gave his team time to get that return.
Yeah, that could have been the game.
Yeah, I mean, again, we are in overtime, so any
There's a lot of little places here on this map too where just hiding can really make a difference.
Yeah, we've actually seen in a lot of big games people go out the 50 armor of the enemy base and take a hard right when the defense can't see them and hide right around the corner, hiding in plain sight as it were. As you see Failsauce with a nice little jump going straight up to that amp area, trying to catch the return people off guard, but it doesn't work. But it's a nice try to change things up a little bit. Fusion now doing a good job basically covering himself out to Mini, but not going to get anywhere with it. Linoleum now waiting on 100 armor. I'm not sure if he has timing. Yes, he does, but Fusion able to sneak in and take it from him. Not sure if he's taking any damage. He hasn't yet. Let me go get a view on him. There he goes. Takes some damage. Still got 47 armor. Remember, we saw Linoleum tie this game up with a clutch little run with like 150 armor and 150 health more or less. So once you get stacked up on this map, if you can fight your way through the D, it's very easy to outrun them back to your flag stand once you get into the base. You pretty much got a straight shot. Now we're going to see Fusion try to run with a little bit of armor and health. It takes a big combo. Going to knock him right into the corner. He's going to be alive with 50 armor and 60 health now as he tries to circle back around to the blue base to get stacked up again. Might be doing a little bit of what we saw Linoleum doing earlier, just kind of waiting back, letting his cover do the job in mid. As he completely lost the blue defense for a second there, as he runs out through amp area, but his team's going to get that pickup. Neo goes down though, and blue defense able to win that fight. And actually, I think Linoleum was doing the same thing, was waiting around and doubling back on the D just to dance and give his team time to secure that return. So I think both teams are playing a little more defensive. And we see 9 now doing doing the old hiding routine. I really think both teams right now are dropping back a lot more. They're just we're trying to be very, very careful and not let any flags sneak by them. Fusion now running. He did indeed have armor, but it goes down pretty quickly. He's still out to mid with about 92 health, though, so he's in good shape. Misses the potential piston. Probably a good idea because he was charging it up. It would have killed him instantly. Failsauce does have amp in mid. He's going to try to get some kills with it. He's got one down. Gets a double kill, but not in time. Multi-kill, but unfortunately it was about a split second too late there. He kills the guy who, right after he returns. And that's really the problem. A lot of people, you sort of instinctively want to shoot at your flag, or at the flag that you're trying to, keep people from returning. But really all that's going to do a lot of times is just kill them after they've already returned it. Failsauce out in mid, takes a shot to the back, shot to the front. Neo with the pickup though, he's going to piston up to LG but misses the piston. Good idea, trying to just evade the D. Looks like blue team's waiting on 100. Linoleum did have the timing of the last one, although it was able to get stolen away by the red team, but now they're abandoning it. Maybe they lost timing of it.
I'm not sure when that last one got taken.
We haven't seen Amp play a huge role in the game to this point. However, especially once you get into overtime and the actual the math of the clock reverses, a lot of times you see people having trouble the longer maps go on keeping track of that Amp. So we might see some now that are able to get grabbed clean and not as contested like we were seeing before. Right as I say that, it sounds like it got grabbed. There you go. Get a camera on him and see what he's able to do with it on cover here. He's got it clean now. He's got to get a chance to get in mid and set up and get as many shots off as he wants. Well, right now he's getting one kill. Doesn't get the second kill. They're able to kill out the defense, but not in time to secure that pickup. But you're able to see a full amp run for the first time that I've seen so far this game. Not the first one, but the first one I've seen. And so, again, you may see that play a factor here, is that both teams may not have timing of the amp anymore, so they may not be able to contest it. 9 running with very low health, probably not going to last very long here. You got assault rifle coming in, down to 1 health. He goes down. Probably a good time to watch some more defense here. So we've got who else? Who haven't we watched? I haven't watched Cafe in a while. Watch Cafe do his thing. Back in red base. He's kind of been roaming around a lot. In fact, both red D have been roaming around a lot. It looks like Josh was sort of designated flag D for a while. But given Cafe's affinity for the flak, you're probably not losing much by having either one of them on the flag. So we'll see what he decides to do here. If they're pushing someone out 50 like PB is for blue, or if they're going to still stick with 2 sort of roaming around their base and hanging out on the flag stand. So 8 minutes into overtime now. We've almost played another half of a map. And this is where things kind of start to break down a little bit as far as timings. However, 100 just got taken. Both teams should have heard that, so they should have timing on the 100 armor now. Not sure what the timing of the amp is, though. Like I say, the longer this map goes on, the more likely it's going to be that people start losing their timings. It's kind of hard to keep all that math in your head when you've got multiple other variables to keep track of. Lino now running with almost no health, going to piston out mini. Hopefully he can outrun the defense to mid. His cover is going to be stuck behind him, though. And so that's not going to work out. You need your cover in front of them, and that really comes down to letting your cover know where you're going before you go there. That way they can set up. We saw that almost work when they were pushing through the amp area earlier. I see 9 with a grab. He's been grabbing with low health, though, so he's not going to go very far. Red team still has 2 people on the flag stand, so blue might actually need to be jumping in with 2 or 3 people at a time now, rather than going in. They seem to be going in one at a time and trying to meet their cover back outside of the exit to red base. They may need to drop 2 or 3 people in at once. Alright, so I'll go get a view of that if I can. There we go. Lino coming in, almost dead, but he's got plenty of health to soak up in red base. If he can manage to find a collision radius with it. Takes Josh out. He's going to go ahead and grab and probably try to cover himself. Cafe's going to go down by Bob. He's got plenty of cover. He's going to switch it up on him, though. Hopefully catch him out of position. Not going to work, though. He's got 2D on him, one down, the other one down. Cover doing a good job, but the entire red team is falling back. I guarantee you he's yelling at his teammates to push up right about now, but that doesn't matter. Neo gets a double kill with one combo, able to get that returned. And it's pretty much what we can expect now. This far into a long game, everybody wants this so bad. They're going to be extra careful to not let these flags go through. So I bet you're going to see a lot of falling back anytime the flags get out to mid. And that's why I think having PB pushing up or in this sort of 50 door location is going to be a little bit more beneficial for blue. Whereas red has two people sort of roaming around the flag stand. They're not going to be in a position to push up as far. Take another look at the scoreboard here.
The lift jump trick there on the flag stand.
Oh, with the translocator dropped?
Yeah.
That's a nice one. There's not many maps where you can really get a good tricks grab like that, but this is one of them.
Yep, Leno with the next amp again.
Okay, well he's got timing of that for sure, and we'll see if that can play an important role here, because again, I don't think he's getting contested for it. He's coming in with 110 health and amp. He's able to just set up in red base and take as many shots of the D as he wants. Oh, he's going to go ahead and grab on this one. You get taken out immediately. Probably not the best idea. Usually whenever you have amp, you have a big enough target on your back as it is. You'd like to split the D's attention. You like to have a flag runner go one way and the amper, sort of in a different location, so they have to choose which target to shoot at. Looks like no 100 armor up. There is some people fighting over it. Fusion seems convinced that it's spawning soon, so we'll see if there's a fight over this. Looks like we got LGs coming in on Fusion. He's still waiting on it, so I mean, certainly if he waits long enough, it will eventually spawn. 9 doesn't know, so it looks like nobody quite has the timing on the 100 yet. It may have been grabbed in an incidental fight earlier, and people just weren't watching the flag, or weren't watching the clock, rather.
Leno gonna go for this next amp again. He's hiding way at the top of the map. Looks like that might be helping in his favor there, so that people can't tell he's waiting on it. There we go.
A good little sneaky grab there. Not a bad move, especially when you consider how defensively both teams are playing. You figure you don't necessarily need to try to push the issue here. You want to get coordinated. He's getting a double kill. He's wondering why his team isn't grabbing the flag. Oh, it's because the enemy flag carrier is coming through mid. Blue now, the entire blue team is going to cut off the flag carry. Nobody's going to get a grab here. There we go. Finally, Bob takes the flag off the stand, and blue team has completely taken over red base. However, as we mentioned multiple times, this base is so big and so circuitous, you can really put some space between you and the other team real fast. Blue is all over red base. They all get taken out, though, so good job by red's cover. There's still one in their stand, but that flag's going to come back, and there's the game right there.
Red team is the winner.
So a nice one as we pour through some of these final stats. Headshots coming out all over the place. These guys played a map and a half on that one. Very close game. And
with the 8 headshots there, doing some massive damage that game.
So with that, I'm going to mute my mic and start taking a look at all these text messages that I've been getting during this 30-minute map that we just played.